Wakey, wakey. Right. So funny.
Good morning.
When I see my reflection, when I see all I can, it's not all on the outside, deep inside's who I am. And the light that's in my eyes will shine from sea to sea. Every day's a journey, every day's a chance. Every day there's one more way to travel your own path.
I'm excited about this project because it really just combines everything I love in life. I love my wife, I love to travel, and I like helping people out.
Of anything that I've missed,
We kind of wanted to find a way to live in our van, which we love doing, and also help people out. So we came up with this idea of a website that people can donate to different causes and just kind of help each other out.
every day there's one more way to travel your own path.
We're on our way to Hope Haven Horse Farm, which is a therapeutic riding center in Hendricks County. Well, it's in both Hendricks and Putnam County. And we're going to see what it's all about.
Every day's a journey, every day's a chance. Every day there's one more way. Every day's a journey, every day's a chance. Every day there's one more way to travel your own path.
Welcome to
Hope Haven.
I can't say that with a straight face.
Now wait a minute.
Hope Haven is a therapeutic riding center. We're a 501c charity, non-for-profit that works with special needs and at-risk youth in our community. Our mission is to provide hope and opportunity to all of our clients through the innovative techniques utilizing the horses and to grow the equine assisted programming with our students.
I just love the feel of it. Has a very warm atmosphere. We have a lot of fun here. It's fun for our clients, fun for our volunteers. We joke around and have a good time. I worked at another therapeutic riding center many years ago when I was in college. And it was a totally different atmosphere. It was very serious and stuck, and this is just more fun. I mean, we get the job done, we do amazing things here, but we have a good time while we do it.
We don't take ourselves too seriously. We take our teaching seriously, but we also want to make it light for the kids, light for the volunteers. You don't want people to come out here dreading to come here because, you know, it's a drag.
Brett is going to patent wither implants, and then all the other horses are going to say, is that real?
You think that's real?
Don't get me wrong, we work hard, but we have fun doing it too.
I mean, it's just always about the kids. It's always about when we choose a horse for them to ride, it's why we're choosing the horse, you know, what their skills are, and it all centers around them.
We came here and visited, and I thought, oh man, the arena's not heated. Well, that'd be okay, we could just do it part of the year. And went to another place and like, oh, it was fancy and nice. But boy, the people here, they're genuine and their hearts are really enormous. I wouldn't trade that for anything. I don't believe you trade a facility for people. That's why we chose Hope Haven. I would have driven an hour for people.
We have always been very proud of how Hope Haven thinks outside of the box. We're a little bit smaller of an organization that works really close with the families. So we like that one-on-one attention. We still do group type situations, but our thinking outside of the box has always been a passion of mine too, to make things better, to actually make things better for the clients.
Hope Haven is not only focused on measured success, but also embraces the unmeasurable in every one of their clients.
We are very focused on our measured outcomes, especially in our research frame of mind right now. We do the lesson plans, we're measuring the impact, we're measuring the outcomes every week. But it's those things that you can't measure that are the things that I consider unmeasurable or priceless. To give you a wonderful example, one of our clients has a diagnosis of quadriplegia. She came out here, didn't even think she would ever ride again due to a car accident. So we go through our normal lesson plans, we're teaching, we have that wonderful volunteer where everybody raps and makes her feel comfortable. But we got her on, and the entire time, 3 trips around the arena, she's got little tears and she's, I can't believe it, I'm sitting on a horse, And the volunteers were bawling, I was bawling. It was a moment that all of my volunteers and myself and my staff walked out of here and said, wow, priceless, unmeasurable. How can you measure that type of thing?
I didn't think I'd get on a horse, but by the second time she said, we'll evaluate you the next time you come out. And I came out thinking I was going to talk more, and they stuck me on a horse. It was crazy, because I never thought it'd be so easy to get up on a horse since I'm paralyzed. And they did it with ease, and I kept saying, I'm on a horse, because I didn't think it happened that quickly or easily.
We were pulling through the gate out here off of the highway. I know she's sitting in the passenger seat thinking to herself, yes, we're gonna do this. I'm in the driver's seat thinking, we're crazy. What are we thinking putting Drew on a horse? He is just out of a coma. He has no balance whatsoever. He's weak as a cat. And so I said, Drew, are you sure you want to do this? And he nodded his head yes. So I thought, okay, we'll give it a try. That day we made 1 lap around the arena, and it took the best part of an hour. But the enthusiasm was off the charts.
They've been great instructors. I mean, they're just fantastic with him, and he really enjoys them. I think he loves the humorous part of them.
It seems like that you guys had a good rapport together.
Yeah, especially this one back here.
Don't you be pointing that thing at me.
Left shoulder up.
Better, much better. Does that hurt? Does that hurt trying to do that?
These horses can do things and encourage these riders to do more than what they would normally do in their regular activities in life. They'll exercise on these horses. They might not want to exercise at home. You know, it brings out the joy, it brings out the accomplishment, it brings out the work ethics, it brings out a whole lot. Horses also mimic exactly the human gait, so it provides a lot of different opportunities to do physical and strengthen physical goals of clients that they might not get otherwise. For instance, if I have a client that may utilize a wheelchair for mobility, the horse is actually giving them the sense of walking. It's giving them exact movement of what it would feel like to do that walking, plus all the different personalities that the horses carry too, you know, so it'll help with the behavior issues on that too.
I can steer the horse again. That's great to have a little bit of independence on the horse itself when you don't have much independence overall.
Our original plan was that it would help him physically. It'd give him core strength. I wasn't really prepared for the social aspect, social emotional, both of those pieces. And those have been as big as the physical. He would stay an extra hour just for the camaraderie that's here, he laughs, sometimes out loud, and he very rarely makes a sound.
What's he laughing at?
I said strike a pose.
Strike a pose.
In 2008, Drew Christie, a bioengineering student at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, suffered a traumatic brain injury. His accident, though tragic, has enabled a unique collaboration between Rose-Hulman and Hope Haven.
Recently, we've collaborated with Rose-Hulman, biomedical engineering students, and they came out and they said, we don't know how we were going to help a farm, and they came to us through the Christie family, one of our clients.
When I originally thought about calling Dr. Rogie, she is in charge of the capstone project at Rose-Hulman. She said, what can I do for you? I said, I was just wondering if we could be a project. She said, absolutely, I've been wondering when you would ever call. So I explained what all we were doing right now in therapy, and she said, could we come to the horse barn? We'd like to do something there. Well, I'll have to ask Christy's permission. I can't imagine her saying no. So I asked her, and she just, well, she screamed in the phone, first of all, because you've met Christy. And so they came out, made an appointment, and she just had all kinds of ideas. She says 50 million, I believe, is her number.
When they came out, I started spitting out all these different things that I thought would be, you know, never be accomplished, and I could see the bells go off in their head.
So if we get like a pair of reins or something that we could maybe like cut up and like put a force gauge in between them, so like when it pulls, it can read out whatever that value is.
The first time that the Rose kids were here, that was pretty tough on me because I wished it was a Drew, but it wasn't. But then you think, well, but he's contributing to their success, and he'll contribute to next year's senior success. He's got a lot to offer too. I can still tear up right now, as a matter of fact, thinking about the old Drew, but the new one's a pretty good dude too.
Rose-Hulman has collaborated on projects ranging from a therapeutic riding saddle that provides back, hand, and leg support, enabling independence among clients, and stabilizing glasses, which detect when a client begins to lean from the straight-up riding position.
They also have a lot of clients that would like to come here that aren't ready to get on a horse. So we were just kind of dreaming, if you will, what could possibly do to help those in this one team, and these teams are like 3 or 4 people. They said, well, we'll build a horse simulator. And to me, that sounded like a career.
Right. That'll take a few years.
Yeah.
But they actually built the darn thing, and it is incredible.
We're able to collaborate with Rose-Hulman to bring technology into the field of therapeutic riding. The technology will not only help our clients physically grow and get to their physical goals and accomplishments faster, but will help us measure how we're teaching, measure if we're doing what we need to be doing, how fast, how quickly, what do we need to change, what do we need to improve.
We may be doing something for more than just Drew. We may be doing something for more than just Hope Haven. We may be doing something for the industry.
Right.
And that's
Exactly.
exciting.
The Rose Christie project is only one of many wonderful things happening at Hope Haven.
Not only have, through my experience the last 13 years, have I seen the bond between the clients and the horses, but the volunteers and the clients, the way that we do things is growing, especially with the Rose Christie project, and having them come in to feel ownership somewhat, or like they're really making a difference instead of just going through the motions of just leading or sidewalking. They're getting involved, they're helping to debrief, they're helping me with the lesson plans. I'm able to ask them, what do you see, what do you not see? We're role playing. These are type of situations that in a traditional type therapeutic riding center you might not see as much. The more in depth, the more interaction with the clients. It becomes a family, and that's what we like about this. It's not just, okay, you're my volunteer, it's you're my friend, you're my mentor, you're my coach, you're a person that I can't wait to see every week. So we have clients that are so terribly upset if they don't get to see their volunteers. Not me so much, but their volunteers. This place would not be functionable without the volunteers. We're crazy about them, and they're amazing. So, and they're what keeps the farm going and keeps it successful.
There's so much work here that all the volunteers do, feeding the horses, and there are people who are donating animals. That leads you to the other volunteers, the unseen volunteers who give money to feed the horses. It's just exciting to think, yeah, I could be a part of a horse farm and not even have to wear boots.
Selfishly, when I go home at night when I'm done, or in the afternoon and we've had a good day, I feel great. One of the downsides is if we have a bad day, I'm really in a bad mood, and sure, my wife will say, "Didn't have a good day, did you?" I'll say, "No, but tomorrow will be better," and it is.
I've learned, I mean, you learn from everybody. All the skills that I have in taking care of the horses, and I mean, from basics, from grooming and doing their feet and everything else, to the more difficult things like diagnosing things that are wrong with them, like cushions with Merlin, things like that.
It's something to do that's not for yourself, it's for someone else. I spend all day doing everything for myself, so it's nice to have someone else I can help out.
A lot of the benefits are just being able to help the clients and working together as a team to really see the growth and to help them in ways that they can't always do outside of this facility, because this is a very unique type of therapy that individuals can have, and they go through, many of these clients have been through therapies and lots of different kinds, but being able to get on a horse and to work muscles like that is just a completely different type of thing that it's really unique to see.
Kind of having your hands in just about anything that you want, whether it's, you know, working with the animals and helping out with chores like that, or being able to work with the kids and the other volunteers and everybody, you know, from all different walks of life.
I always come away with just a really good feeling, warm fuzzies. I mean, it's got all the elements there. It's incredible to be able to see these people with these challenges and to help see them overcome their fears, overcome, you know, disabilities, and to make improvements. It's just so rewarding. I can't even describe how rewarding it is.
I'm not sure who benefits more, whether the Christies benefit more or Hope Haven and the volunteers benefit more. I think it's definitely at least equal. Mm-hmm. They don't just work with Drew. During the 1 hour session, they think about him all the time.
We all grow up through our lives thinking things happen to other people. Families have problems that we never had. Since I started working here, if I go into a restaurant now or a store and I see a challenged person, now I talk to them, I interact with them. Before, it isn't that I ignored them, I just didn't know how to talk to them. I've just gotten a whole different feel about people. They're people just like the rest of us, and they need the same interaction with us as we need with them, and I've really gotten a lot out of that.
So we can sing it.
Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All those tourists are covered with holes. Elvis strumming his six string out on his horse swing. You can smell shrimp there again in a bowl. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Salt! Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all Merlin's fault. No reason stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty. Of Lori, she's a cutie. Wow. Wow. How it got here, I haven't a clue.
wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt, 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 salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's all Christy's fault. Blew out my flip-flops.
Blew out her flip-flops.
Stepped on a pop top.
That could happen.
Cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. There's booze in the blender, soon it'll render. A frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt, 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 salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's just too darn cold.
Drew would enjoy that.
Yeah, you would. He might not even want to ride.